Hi, it's me, Sloan again. So, today, I wanted to get into the topic of women in my life because there's this really, really strange phenomenon. See, I was raised by bikers and gangsters, mostly men, and I was kind of raised to be a toxic man, and so I kind of have a lot of those traits. It's kind of fucked up, but it's true. I date like a toxic man, and so there's that. Um, I do fishing, go hunting, go camping, that sort of thing. Um, but I'm very free, open, honest, and unique individual, and I'm okay because I embrace my weird. Now, all of that being said, there are women who come into my life and kind of get high on the energy that goes on in my life, the energy that I have with my children, the energy that I have with the people that are around me, and most of them are men. I get along with a lot of men because I don't really understand women. And the women that I do get along with have a mind like a man, or they think like a man to some degree, as I do. And so that's why we get along, because we have that kind of, or because we have history. A couple of my sisters who are not biologically related to me, they are my sisters because over the last 30 or so years, we have been friends and been able to maintain that friendship. It's the new ones. Women who come into my life now and see my energy and see how my life is going and see how I'm friendly with these people and how I have like this real strong camaraderie with a lot of men mostly and with the people around me basically and my neighbors and stuff, the ones that I like, clearly. And they get high on it, and in a way they kind of want to embody it. And some of these women become so jealous. I mean, some of them, okay, it starts out with a little bit of them talking like me, which I've got to admit, I'm a pretty quick talker sometimes, and I'm a little bit strange, and I use ish a lot, like freakish, soonish, noonish, around 6-ish. I use ish a lot in talking, and so they start doing that, or like the math doesn't add up, or little phrases and quips that I use all the time, they pick those up and they start using them. Then they start dressing like me. Then they start borrowing my clothes. Then they start hitting on the men I hit on. Then they start hanging out with my children in an attempt to really kind of like become more like me, I guess. But I don't understand that. Why become like me if I'm everything you hate in life? You know, you hate toxic men, but yet you want to hang out with me because I attract all the men you want to be with, but all the men I'm around are a lot like me. And so I don't understand why. Some of these women have taken it so far as to stalk me. My biological sister, buy my book, read that story. Another one went so far as to put wedges between me and certain members of my family, and she literally stole them out from under me. While I'm not biologically related to a lot of my family is people who have been in my life for over 15 years. So my Aunt Janet, I'm just going to throw her under the bus right now, was hanging out with this one chick who thinks she is me, or thinks she's like me, or special. Actually, she just thinks she's special. Put it that way. She started hanging out with my Aunt Janet, and my Aunt Janet likes to drink her wine, and I like drinking her wine too. And she likes to smoke a little pot. I smoke a little pot. That's fine. She also likes to sniff a little coke, which, hey, a lot of people around me sniff a little coke. I'm not against it. I don't care. I just don't do it. So whatever. She likes to think, my Aunt Janet likes to think that I am judging her when I don't sniff coke with her. It's not a habit I have. I'm not inclined to do it. It's not a me thing. I probably should. It'll help me lose some weight, but it's just not my thing. I don't do it. So when she met this woman who's trying to become me, who dresses like me, who talks like me, who puts her makeup on like me, who does her hair like me, she even talks like me now, and she jokes like me, and she sits with my aunt, and they sniff coke together. And my aunt then turns around and acts like, well, she's the me that sniffs coke with her, so it's okay. She can just replace me with her. I resent the idea that people seem to think that I am replaceable with them. Because I'm not, clearly. I'm not a replaceable person. I am unique. I am odd. And the moment that you meet me, I leave an impression. It's not a thing I do on purpose, not always. I'm just me. And so I'm not replaceable. None of us are replaceable. You are not replaceable. But there are people out there who do and want to emulate you so much that they think that in time they can replace you in your life. And that is such a scary thought, because these people are fully psychotic. I mean, let's go back to the biological sister we're not talking about. This is a woman who slept with 12 of the 18 guys during that time span that I had slept with. She slept with them the day after, or the day that they were in my bed. I don't know what that obsession is about. I don't understand it, but she did. She kidnapped my youngest child in an attempt to keep me as her personal hostage, her puppet, because I had painkillers that she really, really liked. I was prescribed them. I was sick. There was a lot of shit going on in my body, and I was having surgery every month. But she liked my painkillers, and I stopped giving them to her, and so she kidnapped the kid. Yeah. Read the book, so much more detail. She also stole a half drawer full of underwear, corsets, and leggings, and stockings, and stuff, body stockings, and all that. So, I really don't understand why these women are like that. She broke into my house 68 times in the span of 4 years. 2 years, sorry, that I could prove. About 240 times that I couldn't prove. She has sat in front of my building. She has sat in front of my doctor's offices, just waiting for me. This is another woman who thought that she could replace me. And she did to some extent with 2 of my children. And she did to some extent with a few of my cousins. And they can have her. I don't care. Because just as easily I've cut her out of my life like cancer, I cut them out of my life too. I'm okay with that. I don't mind cutting people out of my life, because if they are of no service or use to me, I don't need them. My dad always taught me that while no man is an island, I can remind people that I am a fucking woman. Also, he taught me that in life, not to rely on anybody always coming to save me or always being there, because there is no always. And even so much as he would want to be there for me, always, there are times when you just can't. And so you have to learn how to rely upon yourself for everything. And I am extremely self-reliant and self-sufficient. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what they are so jealous of. Maybe that's what it is that they are trying to emulate, and what it is that they really, really want. And the fucked up thing is by stealing all those things from me, they are not becoming self-reliant. They are becoming dependent upon my life to furnish them with more shit. That being said, I'm sick of the topic already. If you want to hear more, pick up my book. I will talk to you all soon.